I wasn't doing anything before now. And now I'm ready to go. Yeah, baby. I let everyone know. I let literally everyone know. The confinement? Okay, sure. Yeah. That's where we are, I guess. I forgot that's where we were. Right. Confinement. Fun. Whoa! What it? Hello?
What the hell's this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water. For why? On the bed? Hello?
There's a little tile in the drain.
Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there.
Might have to use our heads on this one. Alright, let's figure this thing out.
Who's with me? It's not just me and Seven. Who else is with me? I can't remember.
Oh, looks like the water doesn't work.
No wonder they have to draw it, because we can't get any in here. Doesn't matter how much Seven turns that thing, no water's coming out. Has the water been shut off from somewhere else? Oh, the child's stuck in the drain. Nope, I know that. There's a partition here.
Maybe it's for privacy?
Probably. The wall is not pretty. Man, this is a mess. Ew! It's not even a bed anymore.
Can't say I'd want to sleep there.
Glad I was sleeping in, like, the other place. There's a dirty blanket on the bed. What's under it? What's under it? What's under the bed? What's under the bed? What's under the bed? Oh, a desk.
Huh? What the hell? It's not open.
Huh? Oh, look at those bolts. There's something up with this drawer. I don't trust it. There's a pair of screws screwed into the desk. The screws are screwed. They're drawered to the drawer. Doesn't matter how old this thing is. We'd have a tough time if we just try to break it open.
Probably gonna be a pain, but I think we need to figure out a way to get those screws off.
There's probably a screwdriver around here. Somewhere. So let me get this straight. I can't look in the toilet? No looking in the toilet? Oh, okay. Sure. Hey, this sandal's pretty loose.
Loose? You think it'll come off if you pull on it? It fell off. Huh, look at this. This handle doesn't really fit on the string. Maybe it wasn't meant to be attached to it.
It's a handle. For a candle. Wait.
Take a look at that handle. Look at this handle graph. Every time I do, I wonder what a handle graph is. The inside of the hole's threaded, like you're supposed to screw something in there. We seen anything that might fit in there?
Not my finger. Huh. A toilet paper tube, huh? I seriously doubt I'm gonna need this for anything. I don't! Well, this part is thinner than the rest. In fact, this doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns. Here we go. Hi, Perry! We're back on the boat. We're trapped on the boat again. I don't know why I keep coming here. Screwdriver shaft. So if I just stick... We do like sailing, but not on this situation, perhaps. So I've just stick this metal rod into the handle. Screwdriver! Like the dream key. Well, looks like the rod comes out easily enough, but I don't think the rest of that is going anywhere. Alrighty, what's in the toilet? Oh, the sun!
A symbol on the toilet, huh? Seems a little fishy to me.
It's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones on the doors. Damn, this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with. The inside's even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you could bring yourself to touch it.
Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet.
Like what? Well, I guess the corpse. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? I'm glad there's nothing in there, I guess. let's unscrew these. Sweet, got the screws off. Yeah, bathroom time with the boys. Standing next to each other at the urinals.
Now we could open the drawer.
There's nothing in here.
Well, maybe the drawer's what we need.
The drawer, huh?
Alright, let's yank the thing out.
What'd it do? There's a bump on the back. Oh, there is. Wonder what's it for?
Maybe there's a hole somewhere and these bumps line up with it and trigger a switch or something.
And we space out. But when you're with your boys, don't you want to stand next to them? Or are you not a real bro? What are we gonna do with this? Let's unscrew all of the screws on the wall. Unspoken rules in the bathroom, blah blah blah. Cowards. Water here too. Somebody made some wavy blue lines on this mirror with blue paint. Oh, well, you're here too. I got scared. Is that a drawing of a blue scarf? No, maybe not. Oh. There's no knob on this faucet. There's no way we can get water out of it like this. If we can find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get water to come out of this thing. This drain is kind of a weird shape for a drain. You think they made it that shape for a reason or just for fun? Lotus has nothing to say on that, which is probably for the best. Actual toilet. It's just hanging from the wall. Well, if we're pulling the string, then there must be a toilet that flushes. I mean, it's right there. Moon. A moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon. Just like the real one, with all the moon pollution.
Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. It's a precious hint and we must embrace it. Let's remember it, alright? I'm gonna take it with me.
I refuse to touch this. I refuse.
What the hell's wrong with you? Get your hand in there.
I don't want to touch it. Ever.
7 was brave enough to touch it. This paper seems to be pretty old.
Ew. How the hell can you touch that? It's horrible.
It's not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to, Baka.
Guess nothing worth examining there. Towel. Well, it looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything, though. Maybe you should consider what the design might be. Perhaps that'll give us a hint.
It's a nice, pool of water into a water pool. That bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter.
No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time. How does she use the bathroom if she won't touch it? I think maybe she like lifts up the toilet lid with her shoes and squats and then closes it with her shoes and then flushes it with her shoes and then turns on the faucet with her shoes and gets the soap with her shoes. Shoes will do all sorts of things.
Well, it's not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter.
My Shinpei, aren't you lucky? Seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous. Me too.
I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, my skin's a woman's worst enemy.
That looks like a guy. But it's not, I guess. Stop making fun of her. Stop making fun of her age. She looks 40 at most.
This looks like a chair for prisoners. It's rusty, but I don't think it's going to be a lot of help.
Isn't that obvious? Look, I don't want to touch anything unless I have to.
Yeesh. I thought you were more practical than this, Lotus. Lotus is not having this.
Does she really not want to be in this room that bad? Have you been to prison? Faucet! There's nothing in the drawer.
Yeah, something's not right though. The handle in that drawer doesn't really fit, you know? It just looks messy.
Why don't you take it out?
If I use the screwdriver on the screw on the center of the handle, maybe I can...
Knob!
I guess that's all we'll ever need that screwdriver for. Sweet. The handle I got off that drawer fits onto the faucet perfectly. It does sound inconvenient. Now I can turn the water on. Now I can finally wash my hands.
Junpei, what are you doing?
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water. This is water.
I can see that. I know what water is. I'm just asking you why you're letting it run like that.
Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right?
What do you mean?
Just watch. Anytime now.
Hey, water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged?
Whoops, let's turn it off for now.
So, did anything change?
Water stopped flowing.
Thank you, Captain Mr. Obvious. Captain Mr. Obvious, excuse me. Wait, you're not in the military, are you? Ew. Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, alright?
Don't say ew about the military. Towel? The sink is totally filled with water.
Oh no, not the fireworks out there.
Okay, well, this is the one with the lumps. This is the mirror.
Did you look at this drawer? I mean, closely. You see? There's a mirror on the back of it. Just stopping by to say hi when you wish you a good stream. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, take care of personal matters. I only tell you my stream schedule to let you know what's going on and just, like, so you don't get confused. Have a good, thank you, good luck. Here, on the back of it.
Lotus, you okay? Did you break?
What do you think is going to happen if you put a mirror in front of a woman?
Lotus, that's sexist.
Lotus.
Well, couple of wavy lines in the mirror of the sink. This bed looks even sadder without the pillow.
So, it's still a terrible bed. I'd never sleep on a bed like that. Ever. And I've never done it before, and I've never been to jail, and I've never seen this place before in my life.
What's over here?
Emergence.
There are a bunch of tiles on the door that spell out emergence.
Emergence. Maybe we need to maybe it means we need to emerge out of here.
Or maybe it's emergency, but it's missing. There's a bulge in the wall. There's another bulge in the wall. The ceiling. The ceiling. Wall. Floor. Door. No light. You can just barely see a mirror from the light coming in through the ceiling. Sure would be nice if that mirror was a little lower down. It looks like it's the same height as the mirror on the right. Wonder if that means anything. Huh. It's a sink, but there's no light shining on it. It's hard to be sure because it's so dark here, but I don't think there's anything going on with this sink. This faucet is too hard to turn. Okay, fine. It's a partition that juts out from a dreary wall. Are those scratch marks? Am I seeing things? I'm seeing people drawings. It's a blanket. Not a really great one, but still. Take what you can get. Maybe if you put one blanket on top of the other, you can be a little warm. The light's barely enough to see by. I feel like I'm gonna see a ghost in here or something. What's the deal with the lighting here? There's just this one beam of light. The rest of the place is too dark. I can't see anything. There's no way we can explore the rest of this room. Unless... Oh yeah, you can probably use this mirror to reflect the light. Now I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine light on.
See partition over there. Oh, wait. The mirror in the back. 4, 7. Is that a number? So if I shine light on this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. I see a 4 on the left and 7 on the right. 2 numbers that I like. This is the mirror for me. I have to use this mirror, even though it's bad. 4 and 7. July 4th! That's tomorrow! Oh yeah, Agent 47. He's stalking us on the boat. Oh crap. Shine the light in the mirror in the back. Moon and sun. Oh, if I shine light in the mirror, symbols appears. Left side is a sun and the right is a moon symbol. 4, 7, sun, moon. Nothing special about this toilet paper. Okay, it's nice to see the sink lit up, I guess, but it also shows me it's the pipe. Okay. Thank you. Oh, wait. Drawer. Arrgh! 7. He's 7. Oh my god. But wait, doesn't Hitman 47 not talk very much? God damn it. No matter how hard I pull on this goddamn thing, it won't budge. Junpei. Maybe he's disguised as Junpei because Junpei's suddenly southern now for some reason. That's suspicious. So I won't be opening this anytime soon. Doesn't look like it's got a keyhole. There doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? This desk is old and rusty. This is old and rusty. Old and rusty desk. He talks if he needs to be convincing in disguise. That makes sense. No, I'm not trying to click on that. I'm trying to click on the stool. Simple chair over where the light don't shine. What's special about this toilet paper? Four, 7. So left is sun, left is 4. Sun 4, moon 7. Sounds nonsensical. Let's try this. Oh, hey, whoa. Hey, a tile. What'd it do?
So we've got this tile, and it's got these red, blue, and gray lines. What the heck does this stuff mean?
Hell if I know. Are you here to kill me?
Maybe. No.
What if? Okay. Oh, hup, okay. Junpei put the wet tile into his pocket. He was about to turn away when there was a noise behind him.
What the?
7? Hard to be in that disguise? His face was rigid and pale. Droplets of sweat covered his forehead.
Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
Oh no. Get him some water. Put some water in the drawer. He was concerned. He'd never seen 7 like this before. Slowly, the other man lifted himself to his feet on shaky legs. Put this dirty towel on your head. I'll scoop water on you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
Oh, happens from time to time. Are you okay? His face was pale and his breathing was heavy. Sweat was pouring off his face and staining his shirt.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy.
Sorry, I had to take a sip.
Are you sure? You don't look so good.
Looks normal to me, but then again, making more sprites for one scene would be a lot. 7 didn't answer. 7, you want a sippy? It's a bubbly strawberry sunset. It's pretty good. I've also got some unsweetened iced tea here. That's pretty good too. You want? I swear I didn't backwash in it. Half of his face was twisted as if distorted by extreme pain, and his eyes were glazed. Finally, he spoke.
What am I doing here?
You got kidnapped, buddy. That's what we're all doing here, huh? Question mark? His words made no sense.
What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean.
You sound different. Oh my god, you were right about him being a different person. My assassin in disguise.
It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back.
Share. Aye. You're an aye?
I think I've been here before.
Wait a minute. Huh? On the good ship, what's it's called? The Britannic? The Gigantic? The Huge Horrific?
Huh?
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi. Lion. Nona.
Oh? Suddenly Seven was mumbling to himself. They were words Junpei didn't understand. A Japanese person, an English person, and a Italian grandmother. Seven's hoarse voice trailed off, and Junpei couldn't make out what he'd said.
What the hell was that?
What? Seven's brow furrowed furiously, and he ground his teeth back and forth.
It's right there.
You got it. You can get it.
Like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't.
It might take some time. Seven stopped, frustrated. He pulled his hat off and ran a hand through his hair. His receding hairline. Then suddenly he looked up, his eyes wide.
That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
Oh, wow.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
Jeez.
What the hell are you talking about?
Who's they? Junpei didn't know what to make of Seven's story. Instead, he simply stared as Seven continued.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean.
Kid experiment? Wait, I think we heard about this. Last time, did we?
5 more? But I don't remember all their names.
Yes, we did. We did hear about this from Clover.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here.
Seven began to mumble to himself and wander aimlessly about the room. He looked confused. So far as Junpei could tell, the man was simply rambling, and there were odd twitches to his movements.
Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids.
Kidnapped kids.
Was I working that case?
You were working the case. We've kind of gotten hints that you're a police officer, which gross, but I'll accept it. Seven continued to mumble to himself about things that meant nothing to Junpei.
Huh?
They mean a little to me. I mean, I guess I'm an outside of context problem, but Junpei didn't have any answers for him, of course. I don't either. He couldn't understand what was happening to Seven. All he could do was wait. After a few minutes, Seven finally stopped.
Wait, under this bed.
Why couldn't we check under the bed beforehand? Crouched down and looked under the bed. His face registered mild surprise, and he began to mumble to himself again.
The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room.
You can look in the other room.
There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
At last, Junpei could contain himself no longer.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Also, you've been sitting on the toilet the whole time. I don't think that's good for your butt, especially since that's so dirty. Why didn't you sit on the bed?
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
Conduct them like the logic mechanic in the Miles Edgeworth games.
I
Yay!
don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Be nice, Junpei. Junpei could feel it. Whatever Seven had remembered, it was important. Very important.
Okay.
Seven drew a large and muscled hand down across his face. As he wiped the sweat from his brow, he spoke.
From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
Ew.
A cop?
A cab?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago.
That famous case.
You remember that, right? It was
No.
all over the news.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
was
yeah.
Still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch
Where
of
have
kids
these
right around
16
my age.
boys and
They
girls
all just
disappeared to?
Nobody knew
That's
why.
such an innocuous headline for such a horrible thing.
It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I guess I found something.
Ooh,
There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids.
that's not good.
After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them.
Nice job.
I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Yeah, that had to been it.
Ugh.
That's why I went to the wharf.
Ah. No backup? Are they just throwing the kids in there? In body bags? Okay, you got a tiny little gun? I get that it's Japan, but you got such a tiny little gun. For this kind of case?
From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it.
You haven't aged a day, also.
Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags.
Hope they're not full of kids. Oh my god, men in black? They're aliens.
Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried.
They are kids!
No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags.
They put the kids in the bags. That's messed up. And they're just gonna throw them on board? Like heave, ho, 1, 2, 3. Ah!
I moved before I realized it.
That's horrible.
I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Oh no. Yeah, you needed a bigger gun.
Drop the gun.
There'd just be sleeping bags, no biggie. Sleeping bags aren't tied at the top. And also, don't throw sleeping bags.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck.
Ow.
A needle.
It's the flu shot. Everybody needs to get their flu shot. I don't want anybody contagious on this boat.
A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete.
Oh,
I was
you had a
out
bad
of
reaction.
after that.
That doesn't happen very often. Oh crap. 911? Maybe I'm not licensed to give flu shots.
Yeah, they don't give them in the neck. 7, you could have died. You're lucky to be alive.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts.
That would be the flu.
Where am I?
Never mind, you have aged
Small,
a little.
shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy.
Well, it's a little privacy.
I'd seen it countless times as a cop.
Oh.
I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. It was
Oh,
still
wait,
pretty
never mind, that
loose,
is no
and I made
privacy.
my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked.
I think it'd be cool.
Threw myself against the door a few
It
times,
means
but
some
it wouldn't
secrets.
budge.
And secrets are cool.
I knew it.
1 second, 1 sec. Okay.
I gave up and made my way
Oh, sorry.
back to the bed and sat down.
Had to adjust some things. Good thing you sat on the bed back then. And then that was
I
it.
sat there for a very,
Oh, never
very
mind.
long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand
It's
what
a
it was
baby.
saying.
It didn't sound like someone saying it's a 9. It sounded like someone saying it's a Babadook. It's the
But I
Babadook.
could hear one. It was pretty high. Probably a little kid.
Oh.
No, it was several.
No.
I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from?
Never good to hear little kids when you don't know where they're coming from. On a boat. Unless you're on like a Disney cruise. Probably ghosts. Ghosts of all the kids killed here. Sorry, that's a line read from Clock Tower on the PS1 that stayed with me because of the cheery way he said, probably ghosts of all the kids killed here. Like, yay! Haha. Lol. It's like, yeesh.
I pressed my ear to the wall and
Sir?
tried to listen through it.
Oh, there's
that's
probably going to be a
right.
lot of kids killed here, too.
Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it
Nice.
was.
Yeah, exactly! Just like that!
The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The
Also,
whole
there's going to be a
wall was
new,
covered by a metal grate.
a Clock Tower remake with the same graphics, but with cutscenes and voice acting. It looks interesting. But Clock Tower is forever saddled with Jontron's legacy.
I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut.
He's
This
looks
was where
maxing, he's
those voices
mewing.
were coming from.
He's been mewing the entire time. He spent the last 9 years mewing non-stop. And he's also been gua shaing, which is actually, I've heard, good for you. It's like, it's probably nice to have a little relaxing ritual and move the lymph nodes around.
Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is
Yeah.
set to take the children to a large
Handsome man.
passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship?
But that vein is not doing favors for you. You might need to rest the mewing for a bit. And drink some water.
It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Don't get stuck in there, that's scary. Man invent.
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off.
You know, for a cop, he looks awfully lot like a typical Yakuza. Then again, I guess that would be good for, like, someone... Like, you could go inside and not have anyone suspicious of you.
Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Did you fit? This kind of looks like his foot. It kind of looks like he's a contortionist and it's going over his head. Kinda. Oh, hey! Oh, hey. You don't need to worry. Any time spent drawing lesbians is good time. Good priorities, yes. Which lesbians were you drawing? Junpei waited for Seven to resume his story. The longer he waited, however, the clearer it became that Seven had no intention of doing so. Oh. He had gone silent and simply stared off into the air, his eyes blank.
Hey,
You remember what happened next? Did you get trapped in the hole? Was it a hole made for you? Oh, Denmeshi lesbians, but not the ones you're thinking of. Okay. Cool. More the better.
what happened after that?
He'd waited long enough. But Seven shook his head.
I don't remember what happens after that.
Okay, well, we've learned a lot today.
I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too.
If I saw this, if I was trapped in a room and I saw this, I'd be scared, honestly. It's like, don't leap down on me.
Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
You just started remembering what happened in the first place. Don't worry about it.
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven?
Maybe he just
Did you
doesn't
save
remember.
them?
Junpei, have a little patience.
I don't know.
Have June
I don't know if it
patience.
was me.
Don't be June impatient. Sorry about that.
I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died.
Oh no.
A girl, I think.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no. Deep in his heart, Junpei felt something very cold. Man, you hear about a kid dying, it's like, oh no. Like, ouch. It's like roadkill on the road. I don't mean to insinuate that kids are like roadkill. I'm just like, it just makes me sad. Okay. Everybody should die fully grown in war. That's my hot take. No dead kids. Wait till the prime of your life. Seven's head dropped. Okay. No. Well, everyone will die. I didn't say everyone. I was just saying that's the ideal way. For my purposes. But wait, not in the war with the guns and the you know, the chemical weapons and the nuclear bombs. But in the war with the swords and the arrows and the sappers and the fun stuff, you know, and the spears. That kind of war. Horse war. Hell yeah. In the prime of their life. No child soldiers, not cool, not fun. They can't hit as hard. Seven's head dropped, and Junpei saw a look of sadness, the likes of which he had never seen on the man before. The large man's eyes blinked rapidly, as if he were fighting back tears, and he swallowed hard. Wait, he already sighed. His sigh was like the melancholy settling of setting of an old, abandoned building. He shook his head and spoke. He's not that old.
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay?
Alright.
I really don't remember anything else.
Okay, I'll be patient, because I'm not June patient. After that, Junpei could hardly try to force any more answers out of the other man.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said?
Junpei left Seven to pull himself together, and began thinking everything over.
The children who had been kidnapped 9 years before? Apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all.
Why would a pharmaceutical company do that? That's
They'd
gross.
taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings.
Ugh.
The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got.
Those are interesting names for
and
Japanese
Seven
children.
is, or
Well, except for
was
Aoi.
At some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway.
I'll just remember
I
it.
didn't learn anything about the Nonary game or Zero.
Nona! Nona! One of them was named Nona. Not all the children are Japanese. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done
Makes
those
sense then.
experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that?
That's nuts. Before long, Junpei realized he had spent quite some time deep in
I
thought.
don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
We gotta get out of here. Junpei shook his head quickly to clear it and returned to his investigation, thoughts swirling in his mind. What were we doing? Okay. Well,
The drawing on the mirror looks like a part of the design of the towel. And the design of the towel was a river and a spring, right?
I guess so. The picture on this mirror is a spring, and it's talking about the water in the sink. Then it... Looks like the water bubbled up through this drain and pushed the tile out. Cool. Okay. Then we need the water to be on in the other room. Oh, it looks like a lot of the water isn't draining out of the sink. It's totally filled with water. Sink's totally filled with water. Turn the knob did the trick. The sink's filling up with water. What do I do? Okay, hang on. This drawing on the mirror is just like the part of that image on the towel. The towel is a river and a spring, is it? I think we have to drink it. Oh. Well, 7 needs a sippy, so let him drink it. This mirror has a river on it. If it's indicating this sink, then... Then what? Turn it on. Turn it off. Hop off the... Put the... Use the toilet paper on it? Something about this? Oh. Probably made it so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident if that's the case. Oh, what? Well. Ew. Oh, Wait, what? Hang on, Wait, no. I saw this. Oh, okay. Swell. This is supposed to be some sort of partition? What do they think this is? Privacy is important for these things.
Well, it's not like you're gonna use it, Lotus. At least the guards couldn't watch you drop a loaf.
Drop a loaf. That's really rude. Heck, it's better than being totally exposed, right? You had to pick such a way to say it. Like, do we have any? Is any light shining? Oh God, okay, fine. All right, cool. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, hang on. Just in case. I don't know.
Towel here with a river and a spring drawn on it. Spring looks like just like this thing on the mirror.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Oh, it's on. The thing you can manipulate in this room is that string. Chances are they made this puzzle so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. Flush in here and it goes out there. So it's trying to show water flowing from the river and gathering in the spring?
What are you going on about? Maybe you ought to explain.
Forget about the puzzle we already solved. We need to look at it for the new ones. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So water from the next room in here. Wrong. toilet is disgusting. You don't expect me to touch that thing. If you don't want to, then I'll do it, alright? This is vile. Unsurprising, Lotus refuses to go anywhere near it. Right, there was a number there too, right? Number. That's probably how many times you're supposed to flush. Oh, I mean, how many times you pull the string. I don't remember. It's been a while. I'd die in an escape room. Like, even if it wasn't lethal stakes, I would die. Right, okay, sorry. 4, 7... Sun... Okay, so 7 in the moon room. And 4 in the sun room. Okay. Thank you for explaining it, Junpei. Does it count all the times I've already done it? 1. Second time. 2. Third time. 4th time. 4th time. 5th time. 6th time. 6th consecutive time. Yeah, I know. 7. Yay! Huh? Did you hear something? I heard a loud flushing noise. No, not that. Come on, girl. The toilet overflowed? Looks like a toilet.
Pretty old school toilet. Guess that makes sense, though. This ship seems pretty old, too.
Okay. 1. 2. 3. And the last. There it is again. Makes some kind of weird sound when I pull on that string. Same thing happened in the other room. That means...
I don't know, don't you think it's a little suspicious that the other room gave us in to figure this one out?
I mean, this is an escape room game, basically. That's how it's been all the time. You're right, the room next door is just like this one, so that leaves the dark room. Okay, alright. 14 equals E. Thanks. I don't know what that was referring to in this case. It says 14 equals E in red. I think I saw in red 14 somewhere else. Is it not something I'm carrying around with me? Well, was it? Was it? Oh! Hey! Yeah! What? Okay. Well, this drawer opens easily enough now. 2 tiles. 14. 14. Combine. 2 tiles. Oh, never mind. Okay. Nothing on the back. Bunch of weird lines on this tile thing. I don't get this. I don't think I can figure this one out on my own. I need help. Yeah, I got a tile. Wait, hang on. Got 3 tiles. 14, 14, 14. And this 14 equals E. Left in the desk. Tiles we found in the tiles here are the same size. When I touched the tiles on the door, I felt something weird. I think there's more tiles. Oh, you think there's more tiles? I can move these tiles. That means maybe if you swap the tiles we got with the tiles on the wall, something will happen. So now we just need to figure out what the strange designs on these tiles mean. At any rate, we should look for all of the tiles that are the same size. You're right. See back here after we've done a thorough search. Okay. Say so. There's a door in the back. I wonder where it goes.
I thought of that and I tried a couple things, but yeah, same result.
Guess 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. Under the bed. It's really dirty. Dirty blanket on the bed. Can we look under the blanket? Corner? Ruben said there's more tiles. Uh-huh. This thing's full of water. Okay. Old school toilet. 7 didn't think twice about it touching it. What are these? Never mind, okay. We need more tools and stuff. Wait. Check the stool. Chair's pretty old. 7 sat on it, probably break.
Huh? Say something?
You're a big muscular man.
Nothing at all.
This desk. Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do. More tiles, huh? Under the bed, under the bed, under the bed, under the bed, in the corner? No. Water? Okay. Make the water flow from this side. Well, I don't know how to do that. I already did that. What's this? What's this? Oh! Sounded like something falling. What was that? I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. Oh! More tile. 14 for E. Okay. There we are. Because there's 4 E's here. Okay, well, looks like we've investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door.
Alright, let's crack that mystery then.
Got 4 tiles.
There are a bunch of tiles that are in the same size up on the wall here.
So if you're blah 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 blah. If we replace 4 of the tiles in the wall with the ones we've got, that should open the door. Well, there's only one way to find out. 8, 14.
Merkins.
Hey, did you hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right? Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on that tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Oh. Well, that's what the toilet said.
Basically, the E's in emergence are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives us the answer.
Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. Yes, let's go! You found it! Yay! They passed through the open door and headed to the next room. Hang on. Oh, I still got some more to go until I hit this bad end. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around. Oh, this room sucks. Oh, there's blood.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
Is that an electric chair? Words had sprung unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and 7 reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified.
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the catwalk. It didn't open, and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Figure 8.
Yep. Don't know why I thought this wouldn't be any different.
Now we have to escape from this room,
So,
too.
what is this room for, anyway?
Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
It's for killing people.
Looks uncomfortable, to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
The back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of wires.
It looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel.
I would put an electric chair over a glass panel, but...
Too dark to look through it, though.
Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. There was a table covered with a piece of cloth.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Maybe. On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out.
Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh god, those are... Some of those are...
What are these tools for?
That's
I've
not
seen 'em.
something I even want to think about.
Why did they have this on the Titanic type of thing? Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it and tried to focus on something else. Just in case we really need to kill someone on the ship.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous.
Wait, it was eventually... Must be for workshopping. Oh, this is the shop room. Oh, this is just... That's not an electric chair. It's just for, like, testing, like, when you make a little doohickey that needs electricity, you gotta plug it in. Gotta plug it into it, and you gotta sit it down like it's a cute little teddy bear. Oh, okay. This is the workshop room. Oh, yeah, that's the... They were working on a special chair to make you, I don't know, lose weight, or something that people wanted to do in the 1910s. In World War I.
Let's make our search quick so we can
Bring
solve the puzzle and get the hell
Archduke
out of
Franz Ferdinand back to life. Okay. Let's make our search.
here.
Okay.
Come on.
Seek a way out of this creepy place. Now it really is like a horror show. I'm seeking a way out at the torture room! Why'd they have this? I mean, I guess it was eventually converted into a war hospital, but like not very comforting to hear when you're recovering from war injuries, to hear like a captured enemy soldier screaming his lungs out. These levers have got to turn something on. You know, for torture reasons. Of course they would. All they can do is turn something on or off. Okay, thank you, 7. What's important is that they turn what they turn on or off. Yeah, they must have messed up the translation. You know, don't say the floor is suddenly gonna open up. Red, yellow. You think the colors mean something? Yeah. Blood and yellow bile. And the black is for black bile and the green is for phlegm, and that's the 4 humors. Oh, there's faces here. He's like, oh, I've got 2 eyes and oh, I'm not feeling so good. Or maybe I'm feeling too good. And this guy's like, ooh, look. No idea. Okay, red looks more dangerous, but other than that. Oh no, this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. Thank goodness. A bunch of buttons here with the letters A through F on them. Wonder if they do anything. Down you go. Oh! So I have to press it again. Back you come. Guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. Scary. There are a ton of knobs here. And little faces. He's like, ooh. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything though. This is a fight. This is a stick shift. Do you think it's broken? This is either a fighting game joystick or a stick shift. The needle on this gauge is at O. Doesn't look like it's going to move. Oh, is it all 3 of them? All of these dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them? Ah! Shoot. They're all rusted. Guess turning them doesn't really do anything. there's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above.
Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle.
It's right next to the torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good.
Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks on top, right?
You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do.
Yeah, it looks bad.
I'm not checking. I don't want it.
Every turn one of those switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get this screen to match the diagram.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out what button does what. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? Then you can see how many each switch adds.
Oh yeah, I get it. Okay. Well, I'm not doing that right now. There's a whole lot of cables coming out of that thing. It's really kind of a mess. I can barely tell which is which.
Ain't that the truth? For everything.
A really creepy chair. The manacles make me think it was used to torture people.
Something really needed on a hospital ship. A torture chair. What was it before it was a torture room? When the Britannic was just like a normal, lovely little friendly passenger cruiser.
You can't open these manacles without a key.
There's some sort of weird symbol on them.
What symbol? What kind of symbol?
Well, if I've got this right, it's the sun symbol.
Oh, they got the sun symbol.
I don't think that's a good thing.
What's wrong, Junpei? What are you doing on the floor?
Well, I thought maybe if I got down here I could see through the glass. It's not working, though. You don't think it's just a large sheet of glass they put into an indentation?
I don't know. I mean, why would they do that? And the placement of the chair. You're not making sense, Junpei. Junpei. Speak to me. Junpei. Come back to us. Get a hold of yourself, man.
Ow, 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 ow.
What's your point? What's your problem? What's up with you?
Well, I'm not sure, but don't you think there's something under the glass? Like a sea monster? Maybe the glasses went away like they have in the police station, you know? Maybe it's just covered with something that makes it opaque. It doesn't matter how close I get, I still can't see anything.
Echoes when I knock on it, though. Wonder if it's hollow.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Looks like this catwalk goes across about half of the room.
I think it's made like that so you can get around without standing on the floor.
Huh. That's weird. There are a number of ominous-looking tools and instruments here.
Huh. Let's see, we've got an adze and a hammer, a pair of forceps, and these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all this other stuff?
Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. A fresh, lovely, new wrench made this year. This really is the workshop. Huh. This wrench looks brand new. Considering where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used.
Knock it off.
I don't want to think about that. I've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. You're unexpectedly sensitive.
Come on, let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay?
They used it to turn the screws in their inventions.
So you need to find somewhere where you can use this thing. Remember rusty torture tools, Linus? I don't think there's anything else we need.
I wanted to look under the blanket. Periodically throughout the music, there's a sound of an arrow shooting. Twing! Like there.
What, you want to go back, Junpei?
I forgot to read that line, sorry. I wish solving this puzzle were that easy. Padded walls. Guess I have no choice. So might as well try. Let's give it a shot. Nope, no dice. This thing isn't going anywhere.
Don't give me that. You just ain't man enough.
Sure, pal, you give me a shell. Let me just see how much more of a man you are. Hey! You're gonna break it.
Oh, I still need a sippy. Man, that thing ain't going anywhere.
I can see some oil or something down there at the base of this lever. It feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water?
What the hell? What's going on?
Will you calm down? There's just water going somewhere. Sounds like it's underneath us. It means the floor. Oh! Junpei, look! Oh, damn! I can see through the glass now.
Oh, what? Woo! Woo!
EDBF shark? That's big. Excuse me? Is he the workshop friend? There are a couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly. I think we need to look at the fact that there is a shark. Big old shark.
It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, F, and P and F. If these are forced to be in the room somewhere. I'm like, hello? If the shark was someone's pet, huh? That's a bit of a surprise.
I doubt it. What the heck?
Die in the chair, you get dumped into the water, and he cleans up the mess.
Real? Hi, East. Hello. Are you kidding me, Seven?
Convenient.
Oh. How is he that big? Not much is up. There's just, like, before you couldn't see through this glass, and then they turned on the lights, and shark. Huge shark. That's insane. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's something up there. No. Up there. Let me go up there. There's something. No, up there. Okay, never mind. Fine. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. Guess the puzzle here was the power that had to be sent. The power had to be sent in a specific way. The chair is on now. That's not good. The knuckles are still locked in place. They got a sun symbol engraved on them. Alright. Oh, sit. 8, 10, 9, 6. Uh-huh. 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 No. Oh, no. No. Yeah. This is it, right? I remember this one being confusing. Maybe it was different. Now proceeding to the execution phase! Like, it's a bit unclear that you're meant to do. Yeah. It is a bit unclear, but I guess I just was like, oh, I should match it with that. I don't know. The experiment data must be collected from a subject. Preparation fit, subject can check. Huh? Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. Got a bad feeling about this.
One of us has got to sit in the chair.
Seven's never gonna fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's gonna run electricity through the subject. It's different between the DS and this version. Oh, yeah, probably, definitely. I guess they made the instructions clearer.
There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity?
This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we still got to prepare. We talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright?
Well, once it prepares, maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do.
The restraining device is locked but empty. The subject has not been properly placed. Unlock the restraining device and reseat subject. Well, the restraining device has to be the chair. This is a high-tech piece of instrumentation. It probably wasn't here back in the 20s. I guess we need to unlock the chair. Okay, let's unlock the chair. I didn't think there'd be water under there. If it opens up, do you think the chair would drop into it? That could be dangerous. Water conducts electricity, you know. If it opens up, maybe the water would flow into this room. Hey, don't talk about stuff like that. Gotta find that key. Oh, I forgot about this. Cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Sick. Sweet, it's open. What's in it? The hole's too small. You can't see in even with the cover off. You can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. I wouldn't. You sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit it. That scares me a little bit. We need to see if there's anything useful in there. Here we go. Arm into the hole. I think I can feel something. Don't chop it off. Small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. Key! Okay, we did it. Now we get to turn on the electric chair. Oh, those are lights. Okay. Sun key should fit into the keyhole on those manacles. Right, sun key, in you go. And yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here, though. Toss. Let the dead shark eat it. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. I don't think examining the chair is going to cause that machine to do anything. I'd probably take a look at the monitor instead. Okay, thank you. The restraining device is unlocked. Please see subject and device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
I'm scared.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
And you are very slim.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
Seven couldn't bring himself to finish it, the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. If we screw up, you will be electrocuted and you will fall into the water with the dead shark, and the electricity will cause it to come back to life and eat you. But you'll probably be dead from electrocution before that. Junpei followed them. Beneath them was the dead shark, floating underneath the glass. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock. Or maybe it had just been, you know, probably starved to death, honestly.
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
No, we're thinking about the electricity, too.
But
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair, too, you know.
Okay.
I just don't want to
Sorry
stay
for
in
putting
this
my
room
mouse between
any
your
longer
boobs. I
than
didn't mean to.
Go over to that screen and let's get this over with.
Okay. After her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. But she did not sit down. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook.
Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Yeah,
No,
it
don't
won't be the
say
last.
last.
I won't let you die. I won't let you die.
You're making me nervous.
Not here.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much.
Okay, I will.
No, tell them that I will always love them.
Oh.
daughters.
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei.
Oh, wow, you're older than I thought. I thought they'd be in elementary school.
They're twins. I had them when I was young after... well, some things happened.
Oh.
Their names are Nona and...
No.
Wait, Nona?
Junpei's words shot out before he'd even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Connection to past. Lotus took a step back from Junpei.
Oh.
Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly as if he weren't sure he was completely awake.
No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
That's quite a last name. Kashiwabara. Lotus's eyes went wide.
How do you know that?
Are you serious? hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
Because he met her on this boat. Did she get kidnapped? Seven's brow furrowed.
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
A lot.
Fine, I'll tell you.
Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. I don't need to second guess myself that much. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail.
But... And then... That was...
That's not every detail.
From there...
I want to assume that he's just like saying exactly
looked
this.
like... Just as if... Finally...
That
That's all I
explained
remember from 9
nothing.
years ago.
Some prepositions, transitions. That explained absolutely nothing. Oh, he has such a way with words. At last, Seven finished. Lotus shook her
Oh
head.
my god.
Your daughter was kidnapped?
Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Oh. You can Tomodachi Life when Ami's like, yada yada. Oh yeah. I wish I could play Tomodachi Life, but it's so hard to get a 3DS capture card. There's so much you need to do. I'll save up for it because I really do want to.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared.
Did you ever
Then
find
9
them?
days later, they came back.
Oh.
They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days.
Okay.
I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way.
That's good.
Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible.
Because, I mean, yeah.
So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through.
Still, I guess they should still, like, tell a therapist. But I guess you still wouldn't know because of patient confidentiality. But it would bring me comfort to know, like, if I was a mother, to know that my kid, who had been through a traumatic situation that they didn't want to talk to me about. Any regular capture card will do. It's just me to compliment. Yeah, right. I've looked into it too. Someday, I need to get a capture card for my Switch and stuff first, probably. I mean, it's good of her to not, like, pry too much. But, like, I'd feel comfort to know that my kids were talking to someone about it. Someone who could do something for them.
I didn't have any choice. I had to try and
Don't ignore it.
Oh.
Okay.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared.
Okay. Good,
They
good.
smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do.
That's
It
nice.
got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find
Everything is 9. 9 years, 9 months, 9 days, 9 doors, 9 people.
Nothing.
9 games.
The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just...
Oh.
Even the media didn't talk about what had happened.
I do like this part of Lotus. I like characters who are good guardians to kids.
I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
out? Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How
How
did you
would-
find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
How would some place that, like, normal people don't hear about have enough Influence. Well, I guess there is, like, secret. And there's all sorts of companies that run in the background that we don't necessarily know about, so never mind.
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
Oh,
The hospital.
The hospital.
the hospital.
For a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment?
Oh, new fun thing. New tangent. No, I haven't.
I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Passed off? That doesn't sound good.
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment.
I'm gonna be real. When the text first came up for Gansfeld, I read it as Garfield. The Gansfeld experiment. They have to eat a lot of lasagna, and sit in a bed like a cat with a blanket over their head, and then they're supposed to be healed. So fond of when Zero K. Yeah, it is. I do like it. It is fun. I missed it in this route because, like, the first route I went through was always, I was always with Akane, and she has so much to say, and she knows so much, and she's like, by the way, have you heard of this? And it's like, we're in a freezer, we're freezing to death. I'm so glad it came back.
This is how it's set up.
Lasagna.
First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking.
Oh, it's the morphogenic fields or whatever.
Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair, given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
I was about to be like, let's try this right now. What am I looking at? But I think it's pretty obvious what I'm looking at. Tell me what I'm looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
It's famous?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
We know this?
The experiment to control people, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We know
I
this?
don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
We know this from this route? I mean, I think we know this from other routes, maybe, but do we know this from this route? Lotus grunted. Seven had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this.
Yeah, it's weird. And I also don't know how that's supposed to be counseling.
Rotary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but
maybe
I
you
have
know
no
things
idea.
between routes? Maybe you're like, Junpei from the universe where you made a different decision. Please, help. Wait, that's not telepathy, that's something else. I don't know what that is. Magic. Akane. I mean, June. Can you hear me? What do I do about the electric chair? And she's like, what? I can hear you in my mind, but what do you mean electric chair? What?
maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then, in that moment of silence, a relative silence, a cold voice echoed down from the ceiling.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down.
There was a speaker. We hear it.
System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour.
Oh, Bob, we gotta
If you
get
wish
in
to
that
proceed
chair.
with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
We gotta get in the chair.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Sounds real bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right.
Thank you. And thank you, Edbiff. Edward Dolan boyfriend. Lotus sat down on the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time, then made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
We're not dating yet. Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down.
Lotus.
Failure was not acceptable.
Okay, let's do this.
Can I look at the flow? Can I look at the flow? Can I look at the flow? Go. I need to save. No, of course not. Ooga. Ooga? Oh, good. Okay, we good. Oh, okay, so they need... Oh, okay. Alright, every one of these except this one needs to be going that way, okay. That didn't do anything. Hang on, okay. Okay, so with 2, it's those, and, With 1, it's none of them. With 2, it's those. With those, 2. And okay, so it's both wanks. I know. 2. That one. Oh, there's too many here. Need to get that one off, but otherwise, we're fine. I need to get this one on. No. I need to get this one on. Check. We're okay. Maybe that was the one that was hard, maybe. Maybe it was difficult. Experiment has concluded. Door will now unlock. Hear the door unlocking, and now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Oh, thank God. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here. Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me. Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again. We made it! We lived! We found it! Ah! Oh my God!
The hallway
Celebratory
goes to the
sippy.
left.
We did find it. Yay.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
It turned left twice before they saw the elevator.
An elevator.
Yay.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
In silence, they jogged up to it. Junpei pushed the C button. Let's not go into the C with an S. The elevator motor ground away, and before long they found themselves once again on C deck. Pardon me. The door opened and they stepped off.
Huh?
They expected to find 4 other people waiting for them. There were none.
No one's here.
Uh-oh.
Where did they go?
I have no idea.
Lotus shrugged. Something in the pit of Junpei's stomach stirred. He tried to forget the feeling and took off down the long hallway before him.
Hey, Junpei!
Uh-oh, how long until the end? How long until the end? Oh.
We should follow him.
Seven and Lotus followed at a run. They ran and ran and ran, and they sweat and they swam. The hallway seemed endless.
I know where we need to go.
We do?
The door behind the central staircase.
We do? Okay.
There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door, and I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door.
That was why they ran for the central staircase. They had run for quite some time when they arrived at the door that ended the hallway. Junpei stopped.
All right, time to open this.
He laid his hand on the doorknob, his breathing heavy. Seven laid a hand on his arm.
Hold on a sec there.
Huh?
We don't have the key for this one yet, right?
Oh, what? There's the Jupiter symbol engraved over the keyhole.
That's...
Oh, it's the Jupiter symbol.
Seven was right, they had no Jupiter
And we
key.
can't open this door.
Unfortunately, no, we can't.
Jeez, the sun door's gotta be just on the other side of this, you know? We can't just stop...
Frustrated, he twisted the doorknob. Oh, it's open. The door opened.
Hey, it opened.
What?
That's scary.
And the others must have found the Jupiter key.
Well, what are we waiting for?
As he spoke, he shoved the door the rest of the way open. They rushed through. And stopped cold.
What?
The terrible scene before them made their blood run cold. Oh no. Oh! 3 people lay down on the floor covered in blood! Oh! Oh my god! Wait, are you guys actually dead, or is this like some kind of ketchup lie? Junpei felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine. He couldn't breathe. His legs shook. His body felt cold. Deathly cold. But his blood was boiling hot. He could feel his mind begin to fade. Is there gas? He couldn't think, he couldn't concentrate. His mind was blank.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
I know most gas wouldn't make you bleed like that, but there are some that would. Seven's voice was weak and broken. He edged toward the bodies, his movements stiff.
Clover.
He bent down over Clover and pressed his fingers to her wrist.
Nothing. She's dead.
They slipped on a banana real bad. Or no, wait, they slipped on ketchup. And they died. Suddenly Lotus moved. Before he understood what was happening, her hand was in Junpei's vest pocket.
Hey, what are you doing?
He leapt back. Must have been the water flooding in. Yeah, the water's flooding in. Lotus looked at him, up at him,
The
terrified.
key! Get me the sun key!
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back!
The murderer?
The murderer. The murderer. Once again, Junpei looked at the dead bodies. Oh my god, I just realized it would be June!
Santa, Clover, and Ace.
Or Snake.
3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was...
Unless they got exploded. No, wait, they don't look exploded. They look stabbed.
No. No, it can't be true.
Need a wet floor sign. Yeah, people literally died.
Give it to me!
Before Junpei could react, Lotus dove back into his pocket and came out with the key.
Let's go!
Without waiting for Seven or Junpei, she ran straight for the central staircase. They followed. Junpei shut his eyes and swallowed his emotions. Morning would have to wait. Sorry, guys. Soon they stood in front of the door. Lotus shoved the sun key into the keyhole and twisted it hard. But
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
oh no.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
What the heck is happening?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm so confused. Lotus sighed, defeated, and leaned against the doorknob. She felt a twist. Oh. Oh no. That's really creepy.
It's open.
I don't trust it.
What the
I
hell
didn't
is
trust the
this?
Jupiter.
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
That's spooky.
How would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
Must we? Lotus took a deep breath and slowly opened the door the rest of the way. I don't want to go in. They stepped inside. I don't want to go in! In front of them was another hallway. Oh, okay. Stretched down toward the bow of the ship. They began to run. Faster and faster they ran, trying desperately to reach the end of the hallway. A few seconds later, they were there. In front of them stood a massive metal door. This isn't... They were all breathing heavily as Junpei spoke.
What the hell is this door?
It doesn't have a number.
I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything.
Yeah, these look like handles, but it doesn't look like it'll go.
How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
She took out a skinny little twink, a little girl and an old man. We have Big Cop here. Maybe we have a chance. There was more stark terror in Lotus's voice than authority. She was almost
But I
begging.
don't see any other doors.
Shark terror. As he spoke, Seven stepped toward the door in front of them as if to illustrate that it was the only door. Oh, okay. I don't like that. Why is everything opening for us? Scary.
It opened by itself.
I'm scared.
It's an automatic door?
On
Look,
this
guys,
ship?
I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
Yeah, I
The
do
other
too.
doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic.
I'm
We haven't seen
scared.
anything like this
Maybe the
before.
shark was the murderer. Oh my god. Shark terror is right.
Bad feeling.
I have a horrible feeling. Why are you laughing? How could their situation possibly get worse? They could get stabbed. 3 people were already
We've
dead.
hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
Don't say that! Never say that, ever.
Shit!
You idiot.
Hey, Junpei!
He stepped through the door and, got super
Can't
killed.
take this anymore. No one can.
And whatever hope Junpei had managed to summon disappeared.
No. It's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible.
Oh, she's dead too, huh?
It's a dream. Just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things.
Real funny
Yeah.
joke.
That's it. This is all obviously a lie.
This is all some kind of game. Some kind of weird visual novel. It's not real.
Big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something. Or a dream. It's made up.
It's a book. It wasn't real. Right? Right. June. Is this some kind of twisted joke? I couldn't deliver the joke quite as well. Something in my voice kind of broke on the joke. No, the code names meant nothing now. Canny, that's not quite.
Connie!
Oh, okay, Connie. She did too. Junpei cried out and leapt through the door. He flew to her side, his heart like a stone in his chest.
Connie, hang on!
Don't call her that as she's dying. Junpei swept her up and shook her by the shoulder. She's alive! She moaned, and her eyes fluttered open, but only barely.
Connie!
Don't call her that.
Jumpy?
Okay. Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Oh, speaking of which, hang on. Lip balm. Very important. Alright. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but they saw nothing. Her eyes don't look that blank to me. I just put some lip on right before this. Oh, good. I'm just obsessive about putting it on. Gotta be having the moisture before anything happens. Junpei put his hand against the small of her back to hold her up. Felt warm and wet. Oh, lifted his hand up. It was covered in blood.
Oh man, Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
It was all I could do not to break into tears.
Jumpy, I'm sorry.
Voice was thin, a minuscule thread that was the only thing keeping her with him.
I might not make it.
I get that, but what happened? And I'm sorry you're dying.
No way I am going to let you die. I am gonna save you, I promise.
I don't think we can.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything.
Well, now everyone's gonna die.
I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
Oh, I didn't know that this route would be this sad.
Give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on, alright, Connie? You... Ow, what can I do? Damn it!
He looked up from Connie, desperate for something. Anything.
What's that?
Submarine! A yellow submarine! A small submarine.
Submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here?
No, that didn't matter. Nothing mattered except saving Connie. It was the only thing he wanted.
That's it!
Junpei turned his head back to look down at her.
Hang on, alright? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No, don't go. Please, don't go.
Oh.
Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know
About Ice 9?
you meant a lot to me when we were kids?
But you mean nothing to me now.
I've liked you for a long time, Junpei.
Oh my god.
A really long time.
What a time to give a lovely little confession. We still have no idea who killed everyone and why. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took him a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white-hot flame.
Jumpy, do you remember we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school?
Snowball at the school. Maybe the boat just tilted and they all fell into some knives. You're right. I'm sorry that I'm dying from boat turbulence. Whoops. Okay.
They're all memories I'll never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me.
Ship hit an iceberg, I'm afraid, and it hasn't caused much external damage to the boat, but the damage to the passengers is crazy. The mini icebergs disembarked and stabbed everyone.
I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more.
Like this ship. You don't have time to forget any of them, it seems.
But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen.
English grammar.
We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy.
She said it to herself, over and over, a weak smile creasing her tired face.
Jumpy, I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Thank you, Jumpy.
She doesn't look that pale,
Thank you
compared to normally.
so much.
Her eyes were slowly closing. Junpei screamed, even as he felt his throat go hoarse.
Connie! Connie!
Rest in peace.
Connie!
Oh, now she looks pale. Time passed. I'm sorry. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere, he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly. He sat Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Yeah! I wonder what... Yeah, me too. I was trying to think... I know there's something... I wonder what someone's up to. Like, some kind of old meme or something. Oh, I just wonder what Seven and Lotus are up to. There we go, I found it. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. Felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Are they dead? Did they die? Are they right out there dead? Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. Oh! His heart rattled in his chest. An empty, lifeless thing. Yeah, this... Probably fine. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you spoke a little too soon. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. How did that happen, though? Unless it was the mini icebergs that disembarked from the big iceberg that hit the ship, that stabbed them. In which case, we're next. It was a lake. A sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus' wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. Part of him knew. The lump in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around. The door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. It was the shark again! The shark! He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. Oh. How'd that happen? And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Yeah, he's right behind me, isn't he? But who could it have been? Who could it have been? This is a scary stall, not gonna lie. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses, those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Connie. And now Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Maybe one of them faked being dead, maybe one of the 3, because we only did check Clover. Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Well, dang, I was right that I was headed for a bad ending. Oh yeah, 47. You were right, Perry. It was a freaking 7 disguised as 47 disguised as 7. Wow. One more time. Well, not one more. Many more time. I got it. We all die by yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yeah. Definitely. And our friends aren't all aboard. Many more of them are dead on the floor. Yeah, no good endings yet. Still messed up. Next time for sure. Next time for sure. Yeah! Our friends. Morphogenetic field voice! Like, that's what that is. Okay, I'm clicking, but we ain't skipping. I'll just take another sip. Take a big sip of water. Thank you, Ben Bateman. Not my end. We all die. Hey! Sit the ribbon. There we go. We got 2 endings. 4 more. Flowchart. We unlocked nothing. How do I unlock things? I don't know. Do you think this is important? This little guy here? Or... just gotta pick more doors, I guess. Okay. What does the locked and unlocked mean? Oh, there's a key here. Key here. Where's the lock for it? I don't have the key. I can't get the lock. Does this mean I have to try this again? If I try it again, will I know what to do, or... decide what the coffin you can't do yet. You'll get something for it later. Okay. Should I try this again? Will I be able to get the keys here? Or... just do a new door. Okay, fair enough. 3, 7, and 8 doors. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Well, we really don't have a choice now.
Yeah, we really don't. We super don't.
We can't let his sacrifice go to waste, right?
I remember where we were. We did this a couple days ago. Oh, novel screen.
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
No, nothing.
It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Oh, wait, I want to try something. Guys, I just had the craziest dream we all died. It's really depressing, actually. Never mind, I'll change the voice language next time.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
You got is different only in the mobile version of the game. Okay. I understand.
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
Multiple ways to reach that submarine ending, you mean? Yeah, because there's this that branches off here. So... Yeah, there's this too. I took the jerk route. Also, this is a misleading still, because this is like the sub moving in action. Never got there. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to choose the middle door.
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8. You're next 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
A lot of the stuff involved with endings is misleading.
What?
Yeah.
What did you just say?
One ending hint really misled me. Ah. Sub was oh yeah, the sub was 47's escape route. I guess it did get used once he got out.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
He's gonna get it next time. Next time I have to do this.
Alright, who's next?
I was about to make a tasteless joke. Excuse me, Santa's gaze moved across the 3 people left. Finally, they stopped on Junpei.
Junpei, which door do you want?
Got it last time, and by it, let's just say, murdered. Yeah. Straight up jorking it in the... Straight up getting it in the club, and by it, let's just say, haha, murdered. Blah. Tuesday's mind was already made up. Door 8, also.
I think I'm gonna go with door 8.
Okay, 8 it is.
Yeah.
By the way, Junpei, which door did you go on, the last time? Like, did you go with me, or did you go with the others? I cannot remember. I don't know. Straight up seeking it, and by it, let's just say, a way out.
Alright then, that means June's gotta go through 7.
On the Britannic, straight up getting... Never mind. Does everyone have a flow chart of what they did? Maybe. I hope they aren't keeping tabs, because I just jumped here from time.
What? Why?
What?
What? Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain.
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it.
No, there's a special way, but I'm not going to talk about
Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8.
Man,
4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Or 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
yeah, who would try to go through 3? Like a jerk. Wait a minute, hang on. Last time, right? I did go with Clover and 7. Okay, yeah. Last time it was Plan B, and this time it's Plan C. I guess Plan A doesn't happen? Because I went through 7, and I went with Clover.
There are no other combinations. In other words,
You're right.
3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
As Sansa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up at the corners of her eyes.
Oh no.
Oh no,
You're
indeed.
saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. Even if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna do a pro gamer move here. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile.
Hey,
Yeah,
come on.
Junpei!
You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember?
No, I
We got
don't.
split up
I'm
then,
not
too.
sure which one you went
We all
into.
met back up.
Yeah, my programmer moved. Maybe got everyone else. They were on a break.
I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
That just previous experience.
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9.
That is true. You're right.
In other words,
Oh,
the game
duh.
will end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now.
He needs to get off of that, because that's dirty.
I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
Or something else. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. We'll be fine. I think. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
You're gonna see some real business, though, behind that 7 door. June bit her lip and gave an almost imperceptible
Yes.
nod.
Promise?
I promise. Just like a dog that wasn't crate trained. Yeah. The separation anxiety. I mean, my dog is crate trained, or like he took to the crate really well, but he still gets a little separation anxiety from my parents, but he's a good boy. Oh, Santa's voice shattered that moment.
You guys are done, right?
Can you have a little sensitivity, Santa? Sensitivity?
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go
I
into
like
separate
that
groups.
that YouTube channel.
I figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8. Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for a moment.
Whatever.
It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
I'm not leaving Clover and Lotus behind again. At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Don't be sad. Santa, 7, and June walked towards door 7, while Clover, Lotus, and Junpei headed for door 8. In a law-like fashion for people who abide by the rules. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Then Lotus laid her hand against her chest and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then shall we go?
It's open.
A narrow hallway stretched out before them.
Okay.
Hurry!
Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his left, toward door 7. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. Oh, come on, guys! Bro, you're gonna... You can't stop leaving Lotus and Clover to fend for themselves. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met.
June.
Jumpy.
Jumpy through the door! They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. That's a long time in this situation.
What are you doing?
Then someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. You've been hauled bodily. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave the cold electronic beep. It's not that cold, actually.
81 seconds left. Hurry!
Lotus snapped at him and ran to the dead.
Ugh.
Gulp! Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. She's fast for her age that I now know is
stopped.
older than she looks. With a shaking hand, she wiped away a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Sweat! Oh, what am I doing? What do you remembered? What did you remembered? Clover, however, was calm, aloof, perhaps.
Pointless.
It was very much not pointless. We would have died. She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind a confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity.
What an unpleasant girl.
Her brother's missing!
I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
Their brother's missing. Not a pressing issue, but Junpei and Santa are canonically banned by Pan and Snake is canonically gay. Oh, happy late pride! Oh my god! That's cool! Do Junpei and Santa kiss in one route? And they're like, that's pretty nice, actually. Or are they both into guys but not into each other? Which makes more sense. I'm very popular with the boys. They better kiss and then regret it. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl.
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake.
Oh!
Too late now. I better catch up to them.
After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed.
Oh, it's a dead end.
The hallway made a number of turns before at last coming to a dead end.
There's a door on the left, though.
For a few minutes, they stood in front of the door, examining it. Santa's VA has also voiced support for trans Santa headcanons. Oh, that's nice. Cool. That makes sense, too. Laboratory. Play with the word laboratory.
A laboratory? Huh.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
Oh, there could be worse places to be.
But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
I went through the lab doors last time. Gave you a Twitter poll.
Junpei.
Oh, cool.
Huh?
State assigned gay.
Please, you first.
Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect.
Fine.
Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear that there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. I'm the imminent danger. Oh, this is different than the other one. Oh, the other one was the operating theater. The creator made a Twitter poll like, is Snake gay? Okay, yeah. Hooray! That's great. That's great. A thick glass window built into that wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division.
You know, I think the window looks
How did we
into
find
another
out that
room.
Junpei and Santa are boy kissers also? Was that also a Twitter poll, or does that come up in game?
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
Junpei walked to the window and looked through.
What the hell?
Wasn't sure what else to say. Oh, this is a different operating theater. In the center of a room shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. Not polls, but it came up in interviews. Oh, okay.
It looks so creepy.
Uchikoshi's cool. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up next to him. This reminds me of the room with the shark in it.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
We can cut its chest open. And nothing else.
This is a laboratory, right? I'd say it's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Oh. That's not good.
Ooh,
It's creepy either way. Don't think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you?
I really hope not. I also don't like the stark white coloring of everything. Except for the floor and stuff. Santa might be able to love both male and female. Oh, good for him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
Oh, they didn't have that in the 1920s, 10s.
Just thinking about it is terrifying.
She was gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white.
Wait, where's Clover?
Where is Clover? She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Oh, okay. Girl, you gotta come in. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn and somehow sad.
What is she?
There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he could, spoke.
Are you okay?
Clover looked away.
What are you talking about?
You. Seriously, when the guy who threatened your not girlfriend with a gun is bisexual and maybe trans.
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, there's different types of quiet. And this is a very... My brother is missing kind of quiet, and we just want to make sure that you'll be alright.
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
No, I can't do that.
We can, actually.
We gotta work together.
Oh yeah, we do have to work together. Never mind. Forget what I said. Clover...
Junpei, you just don't get it!
Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, then suddenly... Her cry took Junpei by surprise, and he stumbled backward a few steps, alarmed.
My brother's not the kind of person who just leave me behind!
I know that. He's missing. I know this. I wasn't thinking he got off the boat.
Something happened to him!
I know that. That's why we gotta do this.
Something bad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did Junpei say yeah? Or did he just say deh? Junpei had nothing to say except yeah? Lotus jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward them.
What happened?
Your brother's missing. You should stab her? Hi, Riku Kyo. I don't think I should. That just happened. We just went through a whole thing. I shouldn't do that. Clover's eyes slid to Lotus, then back to Junpei.
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Okay. Finished, she turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away.
Hey, wait, Clover! Hold on! That way is...
I told you to leave me alone!
Well... He might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut in the wall in front of her. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway.
Clover, watch out above you!
Oh! Oh my god! Oh! That wasn't... Junpei's implied to be bi, and later Zero Escape gave his VA very... Okay, oh, cool! Oh, great. That's nice. Clover!
What the heck? What's going on here?
That's why we said we had to be careful. Boba? Where's the boba? Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could.
Hang on. I'll get it open.
Oh, for crying out. You'll never do it on your own.
Have to do it together. Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled as hard as they could, but... This is what happens when we're trapped on in our own heads. Yeah, we gotta... I know that your brother's missing, and it's bad, and it sucks, and I'm sorry, but like...
Damn it! It's not moving.
We gotta cooperate.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
There's gotta be some kind of puzzle.
No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzles.
Yeah, this is an escape room.
If it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Junpei nodded.
Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
And we're on it too. After I solve this puzzle, I'm gonna call it for the night. Hey, we're on the way to a good ending. I can't recall if she doesn't know he's alive at this point, but I feel like no. Yeah, she doesn't. We haven't found the body yet. The body of some other guy. Okay, laboratory.
Junpei, do something, please.
Okay, I forgot that I can't go down there. A silver handrail, very important. A window made of really thick glass. I don't even think a bullet could break it. They didn't have that in the 1920s.
Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think someone probably used it to make the table black.
Well, if they only used the pen on one part of it, there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover, do you think you can erase it?
Yeah, sure. Oh, this is a permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker?
Nail polish remover? Erasing from a permanent marker, huh? Give me just a minute, Clover. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave. Looks like this door is the exit. The door on the right just goes to the laboratory. Nope, this door isn't going anywhere. No dice. It won't open. I mean, that's about as much as I expected. I don't think Zero would let us out of the room quite that easily. Hey, Clover! There's a door over here, too. A erased pen. Yeah, I guess just rub it hard enough. I mean, if it's on a table surface...
Wait! I'll be right there.
I can hear her over there. Is this door gonna... Damn it! I can't open it! Clover, what about your side? Zero escape tag and Tumblr and like this fine art Tuesday with the caption, guy who's haunted in the back to act realist, insane and bisexual, and I saw a trap about it. That seems like him.
It won't work. I can't even move the knob.
Oh, dang it. Now what do I do? Lower handrails, the floor. Oh, all of this. Oh. Ethanol. Oh, this'll do it, I think. That's what I meant when I said I'll be right back. Oh, there's a lot over here, actually. Okay. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off the permanent ink with it.
What the hell is wrong with you? Are you having a stroke?
What am I gonna wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Kidding, just kidding. Please don't look at me like that. You're scaring me. I thought there was, like, fabric on the table. I thought there was, like... Clover, can you use the cloth on the table?
Use... huh?
Soak it in ethanol and then use it to wash all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay?
Right, okay, so I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol.
Avi! Well, she's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. If she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table.
Wonder what they washed here.
These weird colored stains all over the sink. I was thinking maybe they're hands, but if there's weird colored stains, then never mind.
I think this thing is a monitor for whatever experiment they were running here. There's a bunch of stuff on here like resistance value and voltage. Ugh. Power's off, so nothing's on it right now. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables.
I can see the wires inside. Dangerous. And there's water on the bottom, and there's drains.
Guess this drain is for water, huh? Well, there's nothing here.
That's scary. Okay. Hello? Keyboard. They didn't have this in the 1910s. This is the computer. Oh, that's the monitor. Power isn't on. Well, there's a power button. This is a waste of time. What? I don't see a power cable. Oops, yeah, you're right, no power cable. This thing isn't even connected to a main computer, though. Got a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, but that's it. Just sticking the power cable isn't gonna do anything. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm too pretty. Oh, wait, never mind. She meant... Oh, I don't know about that. The mouse. That looks like a power cable, but okay. This is a keyhole. Good job, genius. This looks like a keyhole for the activation key. I think this thing's supposed to power that machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing that. Wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. This is a really old type of keyboard. No. It looks the same as the other one, but maybe that's just me. The power distribution board and the control panel. They're not working at the moment. A clock. The hands on the clock have stopped moving. The clock may stop, but time goes on. No time to screw around. Need to figure out a way out of here. Maybe the clock has something to do with it? There are two levers here. Do you think they activate something? Well, why don't you move one? Alright, I'll give it a try. Nope. It doesn't look like anything's happened. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. Power cable, huh? I'll take that. Three-pronged power cable. Whole bunch of steel lockers. The 9 on the right have all the little red lights on them. Red lights, huh? Well, can't hurt to give these babies a try. I said can't hurt. Yep, just as I thought. Locked tight, all 9 of them. wonder if there's anything important in there. I guess that's all there is. Okay, only in the one. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top.
Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing.
Damn, okay. Boxes?
Cardboard boxes. There's some papers and stuff in them.
What's in the boxes? They look quite full. What's in the boxes? Not ahead. Suppose I could tell it's a bunch of notes about some kind of experiment, but it's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Do you get it, Lotus? No, we've established everyone in this game is either illiterate or infertile. But that was a couple playthroughs ago. Monitor doesn't have a power cable. So one of this cable needs to be connected to a monitor, and the other needs to plug in under the desk. Alright, let's just slip you in.
Well, shoot, I can't use this.
What's wrong?
This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit is what I'm saying.
In other words, we're going to need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs.
That's right.
Cool, guys. Thanks for the help.
Hey, could you wipe off that permanent ink? Look, Clover. Right now, at this moment, you're the only person we can depend on. I'm trusting you with this.
You trust me? I feel kind of special.
That's not how I thought you'd react. At all. Some of them might be useful.
Wonder what this cable is connected to.
Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us. The other side extends into the laboratory where Clover is.
In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory.
Oh. And it runs things. And there's cable on the ground. A keyhole might be able to activate the same right key. Does your bitch go working at the moment? Do we need to swap out the keyboards? Keyboard. What's this over here? This is all there is. The lockers, none of them are locked. Is there anything useful in them? The only thing about the room that's changed is the labor is down now. Not very impressive. But maybe something over there has changed.
I wonder what this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. And this is the control for that? Gosh, there's so many dials.
Why don't you try turning one of them?
Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned it down a whole bunch, but even if I turn all those switches on, nothing happens.
The wash basin, or commonly known as a sink.
Soak the cloth in ethanol and... Junpei! It's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off!
Yay!
Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under the permanent ink.
What's the deal with the drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table.
I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid.
Can't see it from here. Clover, you got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars?
Okay, Roger. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something.
Oh, what are you doing in here? Oh, why is she all quiet now?
They're doing experiments on humans. Probably.
Oh man, now she looks sad. What?
Those are the stairs I just came down. The bars and the gate are just above me.
Sorry. I'm just clicking on whatever I can. Hey Clover, how are the power cables over there?
Huh? What do you mean?
Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look.
Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there.
Cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean?
Yeah! That's it! Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here?
Okay, but, well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you.
Damn it, that's no good then.
How about just the plug?
What?
The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector?
Imagine she just cuts off the end part. Clover, no. Clover, no.
Sort of a thing that makes the plug with the 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Still useless?
Not useless. Not useless at all. Just what we were looking for.
Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit?
And back down she goes.
Alright, unplugged. I'll hand it to you over the bars, okay?
Oh my god, I go to the bars. This is clever. This is a new mechanic for the thing.
Here, Junpei, I wrote down all the numbers on the desk from here.
Freshens up the puzzles. Paper with numbers on it acquired. New material has been added to the file screen. Oh. Wrong. No cover copied from the stand in the laboratory as four numbers written in 9. Oh, it's Goku. How does Sudoku work again? 5.
Here you go. The 2-prong plug.
Thanks. Yay! Oh wait, right, combine. Okay, put the 2-prong plug on the head of this power cable. Yay! Right, I got the 2-prong power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. On the desk I go. Whee! Imagine he dies down there. That wouldn't be funny. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's turn on the power on. Turn on the power on. Oh. Forget what I just said. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic. Maybe it's a Mac. Oh my god, it's a Mac! Junpei pushed the button in the front of the monitor.
Oh, that worked.
With a soft hum, it turned on. Streams of letters that made no sense to Junpei began to scroll across the screen. Updating radio screen face file make 27.3 sec start.
What?
He had hoped it would turn on, but he hadn't expected this.
Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
It's a fancy newfangled computer.
Isn't that kinda weird?
Not for a Mac,
What?
no.
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right?
Junpei, there's this man named Steve
There's
Jobs.
just this keyboard and monitor.
He died of ligma. Who's Steve Jobs?
The only cable connected to this
I
thing
don't
is
know.
the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
Clearly, this was a reasonable explanation to Lotus. Ligma balls.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name.
Junpei, are you? Never mind, you're from the past.
Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Or maybe this was common knowledge when 9 was released. You most certainly had not, but...
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Password.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Yeah.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
You're a tech person? You seem like it. Lotus pulled over the nearest chair and dropped herself down onto it in front of the keyboard. For a second, she stared at the screen. She kneaded her hands, knuckles popping, and twisted her back left and right. Lotus, we're just looking for a password.
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Dang it, how do I get the... This would be really good, like, I'm gaming screen. Me and the gamer girl, I don't know. It's exploitable is what I'm saying. Lotus smiled to herself and rubbed her hands together in anticipation. Oh my god! Then before Junpei had time to blink, she was typing at incredible speed, the click-clack of the keys running together like machine gun fire. She's very hireable.
Wait, what?
Junpei was, for once, at a loss for
Didn't
words.
expect that, did you?
Of course I didn't.
I didn't expect, super typing speed.
You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers.
Wow, I wish I could do that.
What kind of job do you have? What are you?
But I can only get like 45 words per minute.
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Oh, really? Well, there are many places who would love to
I
have
used
you.
to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh, it was just something.
Bad manager, I get it. She stopped typing for a moment and her face fell.
I see.
This was not an avenue of questioning to be pursued, Junpei realized, and quickly shut his mouth. Lotus's fingers began to move again, and in a few seconds she was back up to speed. As she typed, more letters and symbols that meant nothing to Junpei began to pour across the screen. What does if mean? What does then mean?
Oh, what are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Oh, okay.
Brute what?
What does force mean?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version?
She's cracking it. Without looking up or slowing down, she began to explain.
A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time.
And you're just doing this manually? Yeesh.
I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that.
Oh,
on
never
its
mind,
own.
you're writing a program. Okay, cool.
It's not the
Yeesh,
most
you're just
elegant solution, certainly.
writing one, like, here, you're just like, I'll just make one. And you can't even get into the computer and you're just making a program?
But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do.
I think it's pretty elegant. I think it's pretty cool. Even as she talked, her fingers never slowed or missed a key. Junpei couldn't help but feel a little
Oh,
odd.
but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display. It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 + 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
Is it?
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
You're just not getting it, are you?
No, I'm not, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Who calculated 1 + 1?
A computer.
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating.
The monitor is doing a great job, and I love the monitor. Okay? This monitor, just because I want another one doesn't mean I want to replace you. I still need you very much. Please know that you're very important to me.
And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something.
Poke.
Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here.
Unless you have the other kind of display where the color doesn't change when I press it. Oh, sorry.
Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside.
Then again, that might not be timely for the game.
Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power.
Ooh,
Eventually,
ugh.
they might even cut the wires.
No!
Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear.
Bad caveman, no, don't do that. Don't cut my wires. But I think my dog would chew the wires, not even think about the power. Just like, good chew, good eat. Also, my cat was chewing stuff today.
Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh, that's some kind of
But
reasoning.
the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
Those continued to type. Junpei scratched his head.
So, what are you trying to
Clover
say?
stood behind the barred gates, being like, what the hell are they talking about?
Nothing, really.
No, you're not trying to say nothing. The mystery music
It's
is
just,
playing.
I thought maybe. What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
We're wireless to our brains? I'm not, but like, I thought you guys had wires. I thought I knew humans pretty well. I thought you guys had wires.
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain.
Uh-huh.
A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part.
No!
Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease.
Okay, from what I know about humans, don't do that.
Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain.
Yeah, she's real good at typing.
See? Doesn't it sound the same?
I mean, don't they? Sorry for voice cracking, but don't they?
Maybe the brain is just an output device, like this monitor.
The brain is an output device. I mean, honestly, I think it's both. I've always been impressed by human brains. I think they're pretty cool. They do a lot of things.
Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else, in a main body.
In the liver?
We just don't know it. We never even think about it.
But like they tried that in ancient Egypt.
Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications. We can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts.
Technically the eyes, but like, or the hands, or the ears, but also the brain. Junpei didn't say anything. Not so much because he had no retort. No, her argument seemed silly, and he was a little surprised to be hearing something like that from someone like her.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else.
Human thought is stored in the balls.
That's just crazy talk.
Did Lotus really think that, he wondered? It was a little creepy, Junpei thought. It sounded altogether too much like a bizarre cultish religion. A lot of stuff in this game has sounded like a bizarre cultish religion. Yeah, his balls are gone. Oblivious to Junpei's increasing discomfort, Lotus continued.
If memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body somewhere, maybe he hasn't forgotten anything at all.
Where is the main body?
He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
But, where are you keeping it? Where are you keeping the main body?
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight, too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see.
Blindsight?
The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Wait a minute. What?
You also mentioned two other things that I don't know what they are, but okay. He knew what aphasia was from watching medical dramas on TV, and blindsight was easy enough to guess, but he's never once heard the word prosopagnosia.
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
No, I haven't, ma'am. I just spun around in her chair to look at him. Junpei just shrugged and shook his head.
Oh, what is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces.
Oh, face blindness.
In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Wow.
Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. Well, you've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same.
Thank you for using different animals.
Even though they've obviously got faces, it's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them.
It's like when you first get into some kind of anime and the two characters have the same hair color. It's Just like that.
The zoo staff that works with them will learn to identify different monkeys eventually. But you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed.
It's like getting into a 48 or 46 group. But when you first get there, you're not going to be able to tell which one is which in the music videos. But you would eventually learn. People with prosopagnosia, that's how they are with everyone. Even like a duo group. And they'll never learn. Junpei does his best to act as though the entire lecture hadn't gone entirely over his head. Boy!
And, what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Okay, thank you.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
Half? Which
What
half?
about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
What?
Hmm.
How is that adulting?
Not funny.
Didn't laugh. Funny, did laugh. Lotus's smile had something rather masochistic to it.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously.
Okay.
It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time.
Are you sure you meant masochistic and not sadistic?
But
it looks like
I don't need to
oh,
talk
never mind.
anymore.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer.
As she spoke, Lotus raised her right arm high and brought it down on the enter key.
Oh, then you finished that brute whatever thing?
You know what force is!
I certainly did. And let's see what we got.
Right? Chunks of text flickered on and off in quick succession, then a line of numbers appeared, blinked, and disappeared. The screen cleared, and all that was left was the word accepted.
Piece of cake.
Wow. Lotus would clearly have patted herself on the back if it would not have made her look entirely ridiculous. After a few seconds, the accepted disappeared to be replaced with 9 squares arranged in a 3x3 square.
The screen changed again.
Oh no.
What the hell is that?
Sudoku!
No idea. Looks like a puzzle.
Suddenly, Lotus stood up.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
No, I can't do anymore. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard.
Oh.
Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
You did.
Well...
He wasn't sure what to say to that. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lotus, they probably would have run completely aground. I shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to himself.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. And make sure you know when you should thank people.
Now,
okay.
I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone else.
Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzle shown on the screen. But... Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. I get it. What did that say? Uh-huh. What did that flash? I saw that this is your end. Alright, I solved it. Did you hear a noise just now? Yeah, I did. It sounded like something unlocking. Where did it come from? If I had to guess. Look, Junpei! The lights on the lockers are green! 4 touches only or something. Okay. I really thought I saw this is your end. I thought it was gonna kill me. We must have unlocked it with the computer puzzle. More than one key in here. This one is small and looks like it goes to some sort of machine. And this one has the Earth symbol on it. I think the Earth symbol matches a keyhole in the door on the A deck. Well, if that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now. Alright then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deep in my pocket. Everything goes in my pocket. Now, as for the other key... Whoa! It was just at that moment that he heard a voice behind him. It was Clover.
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
Yes, I do. He put the puzzle aside for the moment and walked over to Clover.
What's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Would it be okay if I went to the bathroom in here?
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right?
I guess I did.
Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Did I?
Huh?
Why is she asking me this? Junpei wondered. The more he thought about it, however, the more it made sense. Snake had been gone for a long time. Clover was quite attached to her brother. Of course she would have been worried about him.
Well, let me think.
He thought back to when he'd gone through door 5, hoping he might remember something. Even a small something that would help her. However...
Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person, or something like that, but that's about it.
Okay.
I had the deep conversation with, 7, that's all I remember. Clover's words were barely audible. She nodded vaguely to Junpei and turned to walk away.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hmm?
Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, but if you don't mind, I was hoping you could tell me if, is Snake, was he born...
Yes, he was born
talking about
gay.
his eyes?
Oh, his eyes?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind.
Oh.
When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that.
At least he wasn't paralyzed. I guess if I became blind in a car accident, I'd be like, well, at least I'm not paralyzed. Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. But I can live. And I could die. What's the lyrics after that? No escape, body my holding cell. My body is not my holding cell. I just can't see. Everything's fine otherwise.
And his arm.
His arm?
Yeah. My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm.
We know this
It's
now.
fake. It's not a real arm.
We can find out.
The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Because there was poison. There was poison coursing through his arm. It was a car accident, and the car was being driven by, like,
What's a boom slang? Wow.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Or is the name of the real snake a Groot slang and the legendary one's a boom slang? Because I can't remember.
Talking about her brother had clearly taken a great deal out of Clover. That's rough. A car accident? With a snake? Junpei
Look,
nodded.
I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
Clover only shook her head and walked off down the stairs. Then what is it? Okay. This key. The shape sure makes it seem like it goes to this machine. Alright, I'm turning it on. Whoa! Okay, the monitor is on now, and it's full of letters. It's showing some kind of warning. Power restored to experimental device. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okay. Typing on this keyboard isn't doing squat. Something about the room that's changed the lever is down now, not very impressive. Okay, I thought maybe, I don't know. This is the monitor. There are a whole lot of cables under this table. Mannequin lying in an exam table. I can't really see well. A bunch of electrodes sticking out of its head.
Junpei, this thing in here is on now.
Yeah, it's because we activated the power over on this side. Could you, like, play with it a little?
Okay. Yeah. I can just dial here. Turn. Mawaru. I don't think it's working. Nothing happened.
Well, maybe she missed something. I should ask her to look around the room again. It's a rack. There are some cables on top with copper wire exposed. Got the scribblings from the table already. Mannequin lying exam table. Got a bunch of electrodes. Wash basin, more commonly known as a sink. Under the stairs, nothing. Here for water, hasn't been used in a long time, so it's good to dry it up. It looks so sad. And I gotta admit, I start to feel sorry for it. Sorry! Monitor, there are a whole lot of cables under this table. Get the cables under the table. Maybe if you increase the voltage?
Roger. Will do. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to max voltage.
Max voltage? Hey, wait, Clover! Oh, shit.
What? I think.
That'll go. Mannequin!
Oh my god! The mannequin's dead!
Oh man, that sounds like a fire alarm. God, what the hell?
Fire detected. Fire detected.
I wasn't expecting that. Definitely don't, do that to a person.
The emergency system will be activated. Evacuate the room immediately.
Damn, the gate's still shut. Green.
Junpei, look at the light.
Yes, it's green. The emergency system is activated and disabled the lock. Now we can save Clover.
Junpei.
Junpei's bisexual sneakers. Now, she's safe now. Now we can mention it. Come on, kid, jump. She's safe. Oh man, that's looking some serious business. Time to close this door again, I think. Clover, are you okay? Are you hurt? She's coughing so hard she can't even talk.
Of course I'm not alright. What the hell took you so long, you big jerk? I was almost dead.
Sorry, I was going as fast as I could. But we can do this later. Right now we need to get the hell out of here. That fire's not going to stay in that room forever. Is it okay to leave it? Is there a sprinkler system? Because, I mean, there was a drainage system. Junpei, Clover, and Lotus leapt out of the laboratory, slamming the door shut behind them. That's not going to come back to haunt us. Speaking of not going to come back to haunt us. Thank you for joining me. I need to find someone to raid now. That was great. New ending. Wow. Good. Hooray. How wonderful. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Oh. Oh, my friend Mimo is streaming Zenless70. Cool. I guess it's up. I had a stream scheduled I guess it's been out for 3 minutes. I had a stream scheduled for tonight, July 4th, but since the gosh darn fireworks are gonna scare my cat and they're extra bad down here, I gotta be with her. I gotta comfort her. I'll do it tomorrow night. Hang on. Brain. I'm tired. Alright. Thank you so much for joining me for this lovely little adventure of dying and hacking. Fallout.